Hello everyone, welcome to your Power Up Pilates class, day number 9, I think it is. Thanks so much for joining me and I hope you're really well today. It's an absolutely gorgeous day, so I really hope you managed to get outside and to soak up some vitamin D and some sunshine and fresh air as well. Okay, today we are going to be doing some standing exercises, so we don't need any other equipment other than something to stand on, which is great. And remember, you can do these wearing whatever clothes you're in as well. Today's class is going to just really open up your shoulders and get your posture really nice, as well as giving your spine a little bit of movement as well. So hopefully by the time we finish, you'll feel really, really great about yourself, energized, refreshed, and all the other good things as well. Okay, so we are going to find our standing position to start with. So I'd like you to find that place where your feet are hip distance apart, directly beneath your hips. And just stand nice and tall. And imagine that a piece of thread is pulling it through the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. And that when you bend your knees, they go directly over your toes. So they're not coming in, they're not flaring out, just going directly forward. So standing nice and tall, get the weight going down evenly through your left foot and your right foot. And just check the position of your hips as well. So make sure you're not pushing your right hip forward nor your left. You're just standing nice and tall. Okay, we're going to bring our toe muscles in to support us here and just let our shoulders slide down the back of our spine. So just trying to release any tension. And if it helps, you can just do a few little shoulder circles here, taking your shoulders all the way up, round and back. Just a few times to find that lovely relaxed position. Great. Okay, so from here, we're just going to start with some floating arms. A really lovely exercise that you shouldn't underestimate because it's going to get the entire shoulder girdle working really smoothly. So let's bring our arms down by our sides again. Take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, let's start floating our arms out to the side, reaching through your fingers and smoothly gliding them up towards the ceiling. And as you inhale, reach out to the side and back. Now we're keeping everything else in our body completely still. It's really tempting to push your hips forward here. Oops, hitting the wall. But try to keep everything balanced. So you're breathing out, floating all the way up. Breathing in, reaching out to the sides and down. Let's go again. Breathing out. Every time you reach out, try and get lots of space in that joint. So reach through your fingers. Inhale, come down. Keeping the weight going evenly through both of your feet. We're going to do a few more of these. And each time you move, try and make that movement even smoother. Don't underestimate this. This might seem really easy, but it's going to be so lovely for your shoulders to get them moving and gliding smoothly. Okay, let's go 3 more times. Breathing out, keep your core muscles coming in to support your spine. Breathing in to take your arms down again. And 2 more. Breathing out. And in. Good. We've got 1 more to go like this. Breathing out. And breathing in. Lovely. Take your arms down by your sides. Give them a bit of a shake. Just look from side to side if you want to relieve any tension through your neck. So looking from side to side. And now we're going to go into something called windows. So again, a great shoulder exercise. We're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to float our arms up in front of us this time and take them up towards the ceiling. My hands have disappeared. And then we're going to drop our elbows down, press our hands down, and push our hands back to the start and down. Actually, let's add it into a floating arm. It might feel a little bit more smooth. So let's breathe in, breathe out, float your arms all the way up, just like we did before. Still breathing out, draw your elbows down so you're really strong. Elbows nice and wide. Inhale, rotate your arms so that your palms are facing down. Push your arms forward and float down. So we're getting that gorgeous movement through our shoulder girdle. Breathing out and out. Now remember, you can also do this sitting in your chair if you wish. Forward, press forward and down. I'm going to show you from the side now. So we're breathing out to float and drop down. Pressing down, pressing forward, floating down. We're going to go 2 more times like this. Breathing out and out. Lovely. Rotating, pressing forward and down. And we've got 1 more like this. Coming all the way up. Elbows coming down, pressing down, forward and down here. Lovely. Okay, give your shoulders a little bit of a wiggle. We're going to move into something called bow and arrow now. So if you need to, just walk your feet around a bit, get some movement through your ankles. We can do something called like a pony trot here. Just really nice to get that movement through your ankle joint. All right, so for our bow and arrow, once again, going to start with our arms in front of us. I'm going to show you from the side again here. So we're going to start this time, feet hip distance apart once again, tummy muscles coming in to support you, and palms are facing shoulder height. From here, we breathe in. As you breathe out, I'd like you to start drawing one elbow back, keeping your hips facing forward and turning your head as you rotate, and then open the arm out at shoulder height and sweep that arm back. I'm going to show you from the other side, turning around because there's a wall behind me. So this time, breathing out, draw the elbow back, rotate through your spine, but keep your hips pointing forward. Open that arm out and come back. So these exercises are fantastic for your posture, really lovely for opening out the front of your chest, relieving tight muscles, and getting your shoulders working once again. We're rotating through our spine as well, so it's going to feel really nice. Showing you from the front, we're going to keep our hips remaining forward as we draw the elbow back, trying to keep that elbow at shoulder height. Open out and close. Super. Going again, drawing the elbow back, opening out and back. Let's go one more time to each side here. Drawing back, open, return. Fab. Bringing the arm back, opening like a bow and arrow, I think, and coming back, drawing your arms down. I can already feel this in my shoulders and my arms. So if you wanted to do this again and make it harder, you could hold a pair of hand weights in your hands and do exactly the same movement, and that will really fire up your biceps, triceps, and the entire shoulder girdle as well. Now we're going to come on to some balance work with our single leg stretch, single leg standing. Actually, we're going to do a float first to make it a little bit easier to prime ourselves. So feet back to hip distance apart, and then bring them ever so slightly closer in. Imagine that piece of thread pulling it through the crown of your head once again, and draw your core muscles in to support you. Shoulders and arms hanging nice and heavy. You're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, transfer the weight onto one foot, and slowly peel that foot off, drawing it up until it's about hip height. If you need to, you can place a finger on the wall or on the back of a chair, and that little just touch to something that's not moving can really help with your balance. So we're going to bring the opposite knee up now. Lower back down. Keep your gaze going onto something that's not moving. Breathing out, draw that knee up. Inhale to lower down. So the more you do this, the better your balance should become. But remember, sometimes if you're really tired or you're just not feeling quite right, your balance can be affected. So it can change from day to day. Let's go again. Remember, you can touch something to give you a bit of help with your balance if you need to, and try not to tuck your tailbone underneath you. So we're keeping our body really nice and strong here. Lovely. Let's go again. Breathing out and in. We're going to go 2 more times on each side. So fantastic for your balance. You're working in great alignment as well, getting those core muscles working and just really strengthening all the bones through your feet, your ankles, your knees, and your hips as well. So it's a really great one for stability and support. Okay, so now we've got that basic balance in our grasp, we're going to go into our standing single leg stretch. This is where we're going to bring in our arms as well. And we're going to use our arms just to try and bring that knee further in towards our shoulder. So now we're going to be stretching our hips as well, which is going to feel super nice if you've been spending lots of time sitting or walking. So we stand in the same position, so feet slightly closer than hip distance apart, gaze going forward, breathing in. As we breathe out, we're going to float that leg up just like before, and then use your hands around the back of your thigh to try and draw that knee in further towards your shoulder whilst maintaining this really upright position. Gently take that leg back down. You might have felt a little bit of a stretch in your hip crease here. And let's go on the other side, bringing that knee up. Try not to bend your pelvis underneath you or sink down through that knee. So we're trying to be really smooth here. Draw that knee in a little bit further. Think about strength, rooting down through that supporting foot. And go again. Breathing out, draw that knee in. Inhale to lower. Breathing out, draw your knee in. Inhale to lower. Fantastic. Let's see if we can go one more time on each side after this one. Draw that knee in. Maybe getting a deeper stretch each time as well as your hip warms up. Core muscles working super hard to maintain your balance here. Last one. Breathing out. And in. Fab. Okay, give your feet a little bit of a walk around. Just again, get rid of any tension through the ankle. Take your feet back to hip distance apart. We're going to end with a roll down. So this is going to be so nice to get some movement through your spine now. So feet back to hip distance apart, gaze going forward, tummy muscles coming in. Breathing in here. As you breathe out, let's start nodding our chin forward, softening our breastbone, arms hanging heavy, and start to roll up and over an imaginary beach ball, one bone at a time, rolling forward. When you can roll forward no more, just start to flex your hips, arms and head hanging heavy like a rag doll, trying to keep your weight over the center of your foot. Engage your tummy muscles and breathe to come all the way back up again. So opening out the front of your hips and restacking your spine one bone at a time. Lovely. Let's go one more time. Breathing out, nod your chin, soften your breastbone, let your shoulders roll forward. Engage your core muscles so that you're supporting your spine as you roll forward and over. Arms hanging heavy towards the floor. Nice and heavy here. Breathing in here at the bottom. And as you breathe out, open out your hips. Restack your hips and restack your spine one bone at a time, all the way up to the top. Arms melting down along by your side once again. You're going to stand nice and tall. And just to finish off, let's reach our arms up to the ceiling. Reaching through your arms, give yourself a full body stretch. And press the air away. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me again today. And I hope that you feel a lot better than you did when you started 10 minutes ago. I'm going to be back tomorrow, which is Saturday, and again on Sunday. So I really hope you find time to join me then. Take care of yourselves, enjoy the sunshine, and see you soon. Bye-bye.